Okay, we're here for an update. New construction home progress. Here comes the drywall truck. So they're gonna deliver the drywall now. Well, as you can see from the house here, they've got the roof on. The roof was not completed last time, so that's done. And I'm guessing inside is probably getting close to ready with drywall. If they're delivering the drywall now, maybe plumbing and electrical work. Maybe inside, I'm not sure. I see the box out there, so I'm not sure if the rough electrical's in there or not. We'll find out. All right, they've got the crane. See it? Moving. It's going to pick up all those drywall sheets. They probably got a window or something to put it in. We'll find out how they're going to get it in the house. They always got to get like a big opening to get it in there, stack them all in there. They try to stack them in each of the rooms as well, so they have them all lined up and laid out so they don't have to move them around so much once they get them in the house. So they've got these rigs that come out on the side of the truck to stabilize it, so that as they're swinging and lifting all this weight, it doesn't tip the truck over. And actually, I've seen one before where the truck actually got tipped over and it was in front of the house here, and it fell into the house and split the house in half because of this crane. So you gotta make sure that this is all done right. Otherwise, that's like a worst case scenario, and that's what ended up happening. They're getting under like a pallet of drywall right there. And they may end up just stacking it all in the garage. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing. Once they get this like a little arm with the forks, slide it straight underneath of there. Well, we can't quite. He's trying to line it up so it doesn't damage the stuff. I've got to drop it a little bit, I think, and then slide it underneath. Oh, came off of there. It's like kind of like threading a needle here. And to get those things in there, so stop it from swinging. They do this all day long. All right, there we go. Now it's going in. That should be it. Push it in. And there's the guy. See the guy up on the top window? I guess that's where is the drywall going to go through there? Maybe they're going to lift it up. Yeah, they lift it up and at an angle we get it in there. I don't know how they're going to do that. Okay, now if you just push it straight back, straight into it, that should work. There we go. And there we go. It's tough. It's like, remember that game Operation? You ever play that when you were a kid? You can't touch the sides? That's kind of like what this is. All right, there he goes. Got it in there. All right, he's got it in. And it's gonna lift it up. Huge stack of drywall. Well, yeah, he lifted. Yeah, he spun it like that, and it's gonna go through the window. That's pretty cool. I think it's gonna go through the window if it fits. Usually these things are all sized just right. Now, from this angle, it looks like the drywall is too big for that window. But my guess is, just because the drywall is closer to us and the window maybe is actually big enough. So he's swinging it around. Whoa, it's low on one end. That's not. Get it up. I think he's going to push on there. Push it to level it, to make it even. Is that what he's going to do? Let's see. I'm guessing this is the guy doing this, operating this thing. Yes, he's sliding down. Sliding down. It's moving. Okay, he's centering it. This is some tough work. All right, that's close to center. It's not exact, but maybe he doesn't need it exact. Just good enough to get it in there. All right, spinning it around. Now where's it gonna go? Is it gonna go up in that window on top? Okay, now while they're figuring that out, we're gonna go inside and take a look inside, see what's going on. All right, oh, looks like they're getting it. Maybe it is gonna go in that window. So we're not going inside yet. We'll wait and watch this. So this stuff, if you guys don't know, is drywall. It's what makes up the walls. When we go in the house, we've been in it before, if you look at the last video, it was just all wood studs. It's spaced about every 16 inches or so that they can nail or screw this drywall in to make a finished surface. So these are the walls, and then after they screw it in, they mud and tape it and paint it, and we'll see that in future videos. But it is going to go right into that window. That is a tight fit. But yeah, they make all these things just the right sizes so that all the stuff works. Now, I guess he's going to pull it in, right? Yeah, there's his hands. He's going to pull it off one sheet at a time, I guess, yeah. And into the house. So let's go in the house and we'll be able to see him pulling it in one at a time, but that was just the cool part. And I don't think much has happened in here since he's been in here last. Oh, they got insulation on the outside walls. All these walls were here, but this insulation right here was not here. And they've also put some of the spray foam stuff that seals up all the air. Sorry, not air, but areas where air can get through. It stops the air infiltration. So you want to do this because air infiltration really makes up a big part of heating and cooling losses. It really helps. So that's what it is. I guess they've got all the exterior insulation on, but they don't have any of the wiring, electrical wiring in. You'd see it over here if it was in here. They don't have any of the plumbing. They do. They do have the plumbing in. And these plumbing lines where they penetrate through to unconditioned space are also sealed so that no air infiltration happens. Oh, and they do have electrical. Wait a minute, I guess I didn't see it. I couldn't see because of the insulation. Electrical is here. All the rough and electrical is here. I didn't even notice that. Here's the line for the water for the refrigerator in the kitchen. And yeah, electrical is in the walls. I was so looking at the insulation here, I didn't even notice the boxes here. So everything's in here and ready. So they've put some more of the spray foam in here for air infiltration and insulation. So these things are actually ready for drywall. So you can't walk through here because of electrical. I guess when I first walked in, I didn't see any of those electrical lines spanning across. But sure enough, yeah, there's a panel in there. Wow, there's a lot more than I thought here. This is the panel for like the home wiring networks and things. And one of these tubes here where you can expand and run more cables into in the future. See, it goes up in here and terminates in the attic. Yeah, all the ductwork is up here now for the HVAC. These things right here, these allow air to pass through from the eave vents over here up into the attic and doesn't get trapped by insulation, because once the drywall goes on here in this direction, this is a flat ceiling, they're going to put insulation down, and if they don't have these here, you won't be able to have airflow from the eave vents into the attic space because it'll be blocked by the insulation. So you want that. Ventilating an attic properly is really, really important in terms of keeping your heating and cooling, especially the cooling in the hot, sunny summer months, keeping those things down. So let's look around here. What else? Gosh, everything's in here. Here's a tub, and they're checking it for holding water. It's not a fish tank. All right. All the rough plumbing lines, these are the drain lines. Everything white is PVC drain line. Everything colored here is supply line. So this is your cold water, and this is your hot water here, the red. Toilet, drain, right here, and supply. See the drain and supply on the back of this tub unit. Just walk through the wall here. It's the last time we'll be able to do that. See more of those baffles that allow air to flow from the eave vents up to the attic space, so it won't be blocked when they put the insulation here after they put the ceiling in. All the ductwork here for HVAC. Let's see what else we can spot. And there's the power panel. It's actually inside the home, right here. This will be the breaker box, all the circuits. And typically you see that in the garage, but not in this house. Let's see. Water heater. Yeah, I think there's a gas line out here. I'm thinking the water heater is going to go in here. And there's the lines, cold and hot from the water heater. It'll actually be the supply for the whole house here, running out this red line. It's thicker than the other ones if you can see the size. All the insulation's done here in the garage that needs to be done, including the ceiling. Ceiling insulation's up. There's not going to be any insulation on these walls right here because these walls do not, this is not a conditioned space in here. There is conditioned space, or can be conditioned space in the future. I'm not sure if these clients are ever being finished off or not, but down here will not ever be conditioned space, so they're not going to insulate these walls that lead to just the garage. But this wall that leads to conditioned space is insulated. And we can walk up the stairs. You're getting the drywall. Yeah, they're there. Pulled almost all of it off, one sheet at a time, and that's all insulated up here, so they probably will finish this off as part of the house. And there it goes. All right, so they brought all the drywall in there for that location. I don't know if they're doing the whole house because, although they might do a lot of it. This is the owner suite, ductwork, electrical boxes, owner's bathroom, plumbing and drain lines for sinks, shower, checking for water here. Actually, that is a shower with the seat. And then the walk-in closet. More of the ductwork in the attic for HVAC. This is a toilet closet right here. So this is good. This is the laundry room. If you look at previous videos, you can see that. This is actually a pressure gauge here. Yeah, they use it to test, to make sure the plumbing is not leaking. Kitchen is really big. As you can see it better from this angle as we're walking in, how big the kitchen's going to be. A refrigerator. There's the range. There's the gas for the range. And sink is going to be over here. You can see the plumbing lines. There'll be cabinets and countertops here. There's a little bar over here. You eat on table space in the kitchen with a bay window overlooking the backyard. Family room in here. And then outside is going to be, this is going to be the screened-in porch right now. There's nothing here. Oh, that's not good. Nothing here right now. And there is the last time you may see this for the fireplace, which is the exhaust for the fireplace. And it goes out that way. I think we've covered everything here in the house today. Let's head back outside and take a look. There's something outside of the house. All this home wrap is on here. It's ready for siding. And most of the wood, the lumber that's left, I think this is for the deck. All the other lumber, this whole area used to be filled with lumber, if you remember from my previous video. Here's the electric meter. But as we saw, the box is actually inside the house with all the main circuit breakers. This, though, down here, This is going to have some circuit breakers in here. Actually, these might be some of the main circuit breakers that lead to the other panel. And you want to keep these locked if you ever have them, because as you can see, I just opened that up and I can turn the power off to the house, but there's a spot here for a lock, so make sure if you have one of these, you keep a lock on it. All right, here is, I think this is a foundation drain, I believe. Although it could be for the septic, I just don't know. I don't think the septic system is in yet. Let's look in here. Under the crawl space. All right, there is a line. Actually, it might be the drain pipe for the whole house. It very well may be. That was the foundation drain, but there's the foundation drain in the corner. So if water collects, that's like the low spot in the foundation, it'll drain out instead of puddling in here. And that will be the actual main drain of the house. And will connect to the septic system, which, in looking at the plans before, should run out here, and I think the field is going to be out a little further back in the yard over that way. I don't think that the septic field's been installed yet. And you can see the back of the house starting to take shape. This will look a lot better when it's got an actual screen porch. Right now it's not much there at all, but it'll look way better. This will be a really cool house once this screen porch goes in with the deck and everything. All right, here's another view of the back of the house. You can see the drywall lift is over there, picking up some new drywall, or about to. And that's a tedious process. That's why we only showed a little bit of it. Even what we showed seemed like a tedious process. But these guys are gonna be here for a while unloading all the drywall. Ready for siding back here. Roof's all in and ready for siding. Well, anyway, that's about it for this video on a chilly late November day before Thanksgiving. And things are coming along, making progress. And next time we come back, I think that's gonna be the last you're gonna see of the interior skeleton of the house. So take a good look, go back and review the video if you want to see it again. All you're gonna see next time is gonna be those drywall sheets stuck up all over the place, and it'll look like a real house on the inside. If you haven't been able to envision it, you will soon. And remember, I offer 1% cash back for all of my new construction home buyers for stuff like this. I know it's a big deal, especially with the new house. You got to furnish it, you got to put window coverings, all kinds of stuff. A lot of times it doesn't even come with a refrigerator unless you get that extra. That's just the way things go, and at least in this state, you don't have to transfer one with a refrigerator. So keep that in mind, 1% cash back for all of my new construction home buyers. Flip, flips it right up. Boom, locks in place. And look, that window is back. You see back over here, my finger, oh, they got the garage? That window is back in. They just pop the window out to get the drywall. These windows all pop out pretty easily. Gotta watch my footing down here. Yeah, there's just a little bit of mud. Look at that, it's been like a river of mud at some points. Whoa. Man, if you have boys, they'd love to play in this, and they'd come back all red and dirty and brown and covered in clay. It looks like a lot of clay out here.